Conflict with other people for me has been one of my weakest points as far as learning to mature. And panic really starts to set in when I feel rushed or pressured. And I usually have one of three responses. It's either I give up way too much ground to try to please that person to stop the conflict. I let my ego start talking and I start talking nonsense that I can't back up. Or I freeze and just kind of ignore it and don't say anything and let them bully me. So if you ever take a good self-defense course, if they're any value at all, what they're going to teach you is you got to have a certain threshold that you have, and they're going to teach you that you have to attack first. However, you only attack first once that person crosses that threshold. The reason for that is you got to know the rules of engagement. And you have to walk in knowing, hey, if this person crosses this threshold and I attack first, even if I win this fight, maybe there's going to be some legal consequences I face if I hurt this person. Or if I lose this fight, A, I got a beating, but B, you also don't know if that person has friends behind you, if this person has a weapon. And the whole point of having this rules of engagement thought is so when you enter conflict, it's not entering with reckless aggression or with timidity. It's to have clarity before you step in of what you're going to do. And over the past few months, I've had some very, very, very difficult conflicts professionally. And I've been caught in the middle of it. And these are very high stakes, very tense, high consequences that can be extremely easy to mishandle. And some of the things that I've been learning are learning where I end and other people's opinions begin. And whether it's a personal attack, whether it's an opinion on a decision that was made by somebody and I have to represent that decision, whatever it might be, knowing where I end and other people's opinions begin is a key factor in being able to hold my own in conflict. The second thing is the loudest person or the most aggressive opinion doesn't mean that they're going to be the right one. It just means they have the highest volume. Usually the most aggressive and the loudest person is the one that is the least tolerant of discomfort. And that could be because that, hey, it's been so long, it's been stacking up, or just because they have low capacity for discomfort. But either way, that doesn't mean just because they're the loudest that they should be the ones making the group decisions. It also doesn't mean that just because they're the emotional, they get to steer the ship and control the outcome for everybody else in the group. The last thing I'm learning is that hurting somebody in conflict doesn't mean I'm harming them. Take medical, for example. If somebody has a wound, you got to clean the wound. It's going to sting before it gets infected. So back to the professional realm, in order to fix the problem, sometimes it hurts people, but that doesn't mean it harms people. And there's a big difference between the two.